Right. Hopefully you're feeling better. Hopefully what I'm about to show you and tell you will not make you feel worse. We're basically taking number one from last time and doubling up everything and working it up with repeats too, because your rhythm is at your top speed here is quite off, and we need you to hear what the heck is going on. So let's take a listen here. It's up near the faster parts, and let's see if. Let me just play it first and see if you can hear how it's off before I explain it. Come on, where the heck is my mouse? Here it is. So, first question is, could you tell the rhythm was not smooth? So, it's like, and I'm not really sure how we can really fix this. I know we've dealt with legato rhythm issues before. I know we worked on that a lot with the eighth notes. Obviously, 16 is quite a bit faster. Like with all these things here, like you need to make every note be evenly spaced. So, minus the quarter note, but you got all of those need to be equally spaced. So that's why we're doubling up everything, because you need way more reps. You need a lot more repetitions, more volume with this stuff. And I'm not concerned, again, about speed here, because we need to get these things sounding right. So what I'm hearing is kind of like almost a swing kind of thing. It's like you're doing instead of this, it's more like and other things I'm seeing is like you're doing that whole bending the strings while you're doing this too. Like it really is very little pressure and force needed to produce these notes, especially when you have a lot of high gain, high distortion with lots of compression. Like I'm also, we'll see what happens after this week. But I'm kind of thinking, like, I don't know, maybe we need to do this thing where you grab the strings here, and the first note you're going to have to do a hammer on from nothing, but like. Stuff like this. It's like I'm curious if you were to just try and go as fast as you could, like or you just like one string. I wonder how much faster you would be able to go. I wonder if part of the problem is trying to make it rhythmically correct. But anyway, let's go back to this. I'm going to play it at half speed to make it much more apparent about these notes, how the rhythm is actually going. So it was like da 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 dum instead of da 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 dum. Like that one right there really showcases what the rhythm is you're doing. You're like da 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 dum. So, whoops. All right. So yeah, that rhythm's got to get fixed. Absolutely need to fix that. Keep these notes even. Keep them even. Do whatever you can, whatever it takes. Make those things even. Even. Even if you stay at 60 all week, make them even. Seriously. Like, I mean that. Stay at 60 all week if you have to. Because these need to be even. They absolutely need to be even. Even if that means going back to playing with Guitar Pro, that's fine. Because we gotta get those things even. So let me get my metronome out now. Why didn't I already have it? I don't know. So, yeah, and if you're wondering, this means play the previous bar again. So basically, instead of me having all those notes fill in another bar and take up all kinds of room, just use this repeat symbol. So, here's how the whole thing's gonna go. 60. 1, 2, 3. So some things may I don't know if this is gonna help, but one thing I noticed, like when you're going up for to the G string, it's like almost like I get the impression like, I don't know, maybe you're thinking you don't have enough time to go from one string to the next, like. Like, that might be something we need to do there. Just do like a 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Because all that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It really like, because yeah, we talked about making sure that you get all your fingers ready for the pull-offs, but you're not doing a pull-off yet when you go to that next string. It's hammer-on pull-off. I know we've done stuff like that where it's like 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. Maybe we need to go back to that. Don't know yet. But when you're doing the pull-offs, like, yes, the idea is have everything down in advance, but maybe, this is another thing, we're taking it to an extreme where it's actually making things problematic. So when I'm doing this, the pinky is down first before the other two fingers. They are down in advance. Now, I tend to tell people just get everything down at the same time because they end up usually getting everything in place how it's needed. So maybe you are one of the exceptions. There's been more than one, where you got to think of it in a more literal sense of when you're doing this, the pinky hits first, and then like milliseconds, the other two fingers shoot right behind it. So by the time you're doing the pull-off at the pinky, these are ready to go. They are down in advance. So maybe you can watch the video real slow at this point and see how, I think, because like at full speed, it pretty much looks like everything's there at the same time. But in reality, these two fingers are coming down just barely behind the pinky. But they are down in advance, so they're actual pull-offs, and we're not doing like the hammer-ons for nothing. So, food for thought there. Trying to think if there's anything else that could be helpful. Well, let's move on to the next couple things. I just realized I have the date on here wrong. Palmy stuff sounded good. Oh, that was good. We're going to do some single note stuff this week. Still want you to down pick everything. All downstrokes. So, here is number 2. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And number 3. All right, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. 50. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I believe, yes, you did say you played through all the chord stuff. That's good. For the next thing with theory, I think it's best if we start it together. There's quite a bit of explaining to go over. We'll just play it safe and wait till next time. But yeah, take real nice. Good Lord, well, how do I want to say this? But just just really take your time with number one. As always, chase the accuracy, not the speed. Whatever it takes, keep those notes even. Whatever it takes. Experiment with like how much pressure you're using, if need be. I don't use a whole heck of a lot of pressure for any of that stuff. So like I'm not like pounding the strings. I'm not like trying to yank my finger off for the pull-offs. It's pretty gentle. So I can't remember if we've talked about how much force you use or not, but it doesn't need to be a lot. So long as the note is being heard, it should be fine. I think that about covers it all. So, if you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you again next week.